Happy holidays, YouTube. It is almost 2026, and we're excited for December 31st. So, today we're going to hit you with another home workout video for lower body. As you see here, first time doing sissy squats, kind of struggling in there. This is like an old video where we're just basically just experimenting how I can just figure out how to do these sissy squats because when you get better at them, you feel a good thigh activation, and then immediately we're gonna do some prisoner style squats, pausing at the bottom, going to the top. So because I'm not using the power blocks just yet, just experimenting, I'm just doing body weight. Um, I feel like the sissy squat with the prisoner style squat is good. Eventually, training myself to master these movements so that when I add the weight, it won't be as difficult. And at the same time, increasing up the way, just challenging myself, challenging my body, doing these assisted now. Since I'm getting more used to it, it's going a little bit more smooth. I do feel like my upper back is like kind of struggling to maintain that position. I'm supposed to be leaning more like back, and my knees are supposed to go more forward. But again, everything is learning process because again, the point of this YouTube channel is that progressing consistently over time. So the second set, here we go with the superset, back to back from sissy squats to doing prisoner style squats. So this is just for comfort. You don't have to really put your hands behind your head, but just again, we're just experimenting, figuring out the way we're just doing these. Eventually, we will add the weights because just adding the resistance will help you, get a stronger body. Just building up your physique. So here we're doing some tibial raises with some assistance by holding a shelf. As you see here, like I'm kind of trying to forcing myself to do them more slow. You're gonna basically build the muscles around your shin area. This helps you to build some mobilities. Helps you to strengthen your like ankles as well because this is like the type of like exercises where you are trying to build some strength, but longevity for your overall body. Helping you to like not get as injured, like if you fall or like you trip somewhere, like doing this type of tibial raises will help you to like just help your body to become more resistant to the injuries. Now with the power blocks, I'm doing some calf extensions. So the point here is that I want to pause at the top as you see here, and then just letting it go. Before I would uh put stand on top of like a little stool because that will give you like a better range of motion. But since I am kind of like adding some, a little bit more weights, I feel like just standing it's fine because of course we have the gym where with the calf extension machine you do have a better range of motion. But again, it's busy work stuff or just holidays, just you want to spend time with family and just not deal with the crowded gym. Well, here's a home workout for the lower body. So after we do some of those, just adding more sets and sets and sets. So on this day specifically, just adding these extra sets. 2 to 3 sets is all you really need. But since I feel like my calves are like kind of the weak points, focusing on just doing more sets, heavier weight. Yeah, so we do that set here. For some reason, like I feel more comfortable just having my feet pointed outwards at a 45-degree angle. Some of you are younger than me, some of you are older than me, but for the majority part, you guys are within my age range between 30 to 35 years old, probably a little bit older. Um, you want to, they say that age is just a number, but you do want to keep in mind that sometimes age is not always a number. You got to take care of yourself. There are some people that say that as soon as you reach 40, like it goes downhill. Of course, it depends on your circumstance, but sometimes I do consider that like loser talk, only because again you do, and I do understand like we have different circumstances, but if you're able to do it, if you're able to take care of yourself since you're young, or like just overall just being consistent in general, taking care of yourself, body health, all that that type of things in life, you do plan for a greater future. Like, yeah, sure, you have all these different diseases. Sometimes you can't move right, you do get injured. But overall, if you take care of yourself now, you will benefit a lot in the future. Just my 2 cents. Here we are doing some squats. So I'm putting the dumbbells like at the side. My wrist does feel a little bit funny. So sometimes I do like putting the weight on my shoulder. Sometimes I like leaving them at the side. So it just depends on the comfort level, how I'm feeling that day. Um, so yeah, so just doing these squats here, just adding some weight to it, adding some gift to it. Here's another angle. Essentially, um, sometimes it can be hard, like keeping your body upright. So keeping it at a 45 to 30 degrees is not that bad. But please make sure that you do not fall forward due to the weight. Like you just want to make sure that you control yourself. Here, I'm kind of struggling to like hold that deep pause at the bottom. But again, I know my body, so just experimenting with how I move. So since I'm doing these back to back, I feel like if you do want to save time and since you're at home already, you don't have to rest 2 to 3 minutes because in the gym like we go heavier. There's like the machines and all that stuff. You do feel more of a burn since if you rest a minute, keep it nice and short. Again, you're at home after a long day of work, or like if you came home from like just going out partying, etc. You don't want to spend too much time here, so just back to back to back. A minute 30 seconds is all you need for like these home workouts. Because again, we don't always have space for the equipment. You'd have like a bench. Some of us, they can't just have like a 100-pound dumbbell for the house. Like whatever the reason is, right? Sometimes you're just able to just go back to back to back. And again, as you saw there, I kind of leaped forward, kind of stumbled forward, but because I have these weights that I'm able to control, I was able to stop myself. So, supersetting these regular squats with the dumbbells, doing prisoner style squats, feel it on the glutes, on the thighs, right? The quads, right? As quadriceps, right? And that's pretty much it for the home leg workout. So just doing these back to back, supersetting, just figuring out your style, figuring out the timing as well is also key. Since you're just at the house, figuring out your body mechanics. Okay. Have a good holiday. Enjoy time with your family, or if you're by yourself, I wish you good happy new year. Right? Things will get better. Right? Just wishing the best for all of you, and like and subscribe. Catch you in the next video. Just try to keep that positive mindset. Keeping that positivity help you through a lot.